We'll just wait till it catches up. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Heartwood Turning in the stable studio. We've got a full house of Hallians in the background. I'll just bring them in right now so as you can see who they are. We've got Kerry, DJ Turning.
Good evening, everybody.
Twisted Trees. Joe Senior from Yorkshire.
Good evening, all.
Steve from SK Crafts.
Hello.
And Mark, the gentleman woodturner.
Evening.
Oh, such a full house of geniuses tonight.
Well, we got to be able to keep on you.
What are we going to turn? I don't know.
It's the first time I've been called a genius.
What time are the geniuses coming?
Yeah, you're one of them. You're here.
We mean now.
Oh no, God, I don't know they're geniuses. Mark, open your door. There's a few people at the door there.
There has been some discussion about the method of turning this one tonight. So if you've got your safety masks handy, everybody in the chat should put them on.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. That's a cunning and devious plan, I suggest.
Crash helmets.
I've got my ear defenders ready just in case.
Got my ear defenders ready.
No need for that, Beckett.
I've got my phone there just in case I need to speed dial something.
999.
Actually, I haven't.
That wasn't about your singing, Joe. That was about the noise of the thing.
I've already briefed these guys in earlier that they're not allowed to abuse Joe this evening. Let's see how that goes. Right,
the only person that's talking this evening will be Brian or Joe.
There you go.
Yeah.
You lucky thing. You lucky thing. Right, get the background and I'll tell you what I'm going to turn. Right, I have a piece of magnolia. Let me just turn it over. This bit. We have this piece of magnolia.
Wow.
It's a crutch piece. It's a fairly substantial piece of timber. It's not huge, like it's only sort of 10 inches that way and 11 inches that way and about 7 inches across the 6.5 inches across the bottom. But I've been to the bandsaw already and I've cut it in half. This way.
Almost.
Sort of.
Just like that. Sort of half. So we have a thick side and a thin side. The thick side being this end. That's a big heavy end. So that's for another day. We'll leave that bit to one side. So that leaves us with this piece. And what I did earlier was I used my little circle finder and I positioned a little fastener bit hole on this side. Line it up there. Excuse my bald head. And that's roughly about 8.5 inches all the way around. So it may look like that this is really out of balance here, but it's kind of equidistant from the corners. It's what we're trying to achieve, as well as equidistant as we could. I'm going to mount this on a woodworm screw now. This will be interesting. I don't even like woodworm.
Oh yeah, you love these.
But here we go. So I'll just roll that in. And the important thing about woodworm screw is make sure your hole's deep enough so as the screw doesn't bottom out. Grab a chuck off my chuck buddy. An SC4 chuck from Record Power, just in case anybody's interested. And I'll pop this woodworm screw in here.
Where was that chuck key hanging?
On a chuck buddy.
There you go.
On a chuck key buddy. If you haven't seen that, I'll let you see it just in a second.
Susie's asking, is the wood dry or wet?
It's 2/3 dry. Let me just show you where that chuck key hangs. Right now. Right there. So there's my chuck keys. There's chuck keys on a little hole, on little hangers just there. I've got Record Power chucks, so there's all these different chucks up here. And each chuck has different, well, almost each chuck has a different key. Well done, Record Power, that's all I can say. So let's change that camera back to the overhead. And we'll pop this on its worm screw.
So while you're mounting that on the chuck, I'll read out who's in the chat, shall I?
Okay.
So from the list, we've got Barry Chitty, Barry's Wood Creations, Clint of Wood Dancers, Clive Rogerson, Dave Otey, Don McKee, Door 60, Jennifer Stroughton, John Scarborough, Keith Jarvis, Malcolm Douglas, Michelle Ousby, Neil M, Nigel Foster, Ray Otherwood Turner, Roger Kent, Roy Boy, Susie Swisswood Turner, Terry Bartlett, The Wood Dude, Todd Glen Cove Woodworks, Ward Wilson, Weaver's Tackle Turnings. Wouldn't it be nice? And that's it from the list.
So that noise you can hear is me making my the little Fostner bit a tiny little bit bigger because what did I not take into account?
Size of the jaws.
The opening of the jaws when you put the woodworm screw in. So it needs
So
to
we've
be
got
slightly
Copperell
bigger.
Wood Turning, Klondike Craftsman, Brian with the Y,
But no dramas.
Go on, Joe.
She
Read out
gets.
Brian's full name. Correct.
I
Mark.
can't see it on the list.
Oh, what?
He's not allowed to say it. Apparently it's Brian with a Y, that's what I heard.
Brian with the Y.
Yeah, did say that.
So we'll just give that a little quick clean out.
Trying to
You say
find it
Ian
so I
Cook?
can have a go.
You see Ian Cook?
I didn't, but hello,
Hi,
Ian
Ian.
Cook.
Tony Smith?
Ian is the gentleman who bought my last lathe, my record per.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right.
I use the term gentleman loosely. Only joking, Ian.
I literally can't find it. Helen Jenkins.
Klondike Craftsman's in.
He says, I can't find it, thankfully.
I'm trying.
Yeah, Lewis is actually watching whilst driving his tractor.
Who are?
Oh my goodness.
I want to make stuff is in as well.
No, not quite there yet. Just one more little bit take off of that and we'll be flying. There we go. Should have tested that before I opened it.
Heather's in from Spirit Wind, Stony Bone.
Hi, Heather.
Hello, Heather.
Brian will be with us in a little bit, Heather.
Yeah, he's just off to the. Well, he's
Nothing
going
like
to get a
being
chainsaw
prepared,
out
is there?
and do a bit more.
You could listen to me
I'll be back in
singing
a
if
minute.
you wanted.
There we go. That's a bit better,
Literally can't find his name.
I think.
Oh, you whispering.
That is not going to hold up.
That isn't looking good. Have you got a screw on faceplate?
I do, but I need to make a whole lot more. Hold on. Just give me a second.
So welcome to Chiseling with Brian.
The sounds of chiseling with Brian.
The sounds of chiseling.
It was Nigel, it was me that started the lace popping.
AJK Woodworks is in. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yorkshire Kid, I missed him as well. Sorry, Glenn.
Dave 80 said it would have been so much easier with an SK114.
It would have been.
Yep, it would have been.
Partly so, anyway.
Yeah,
I've got one. Don't think there's much possibility to get one either.
Just to
Radar the word turner's in.
That Glyn doesn't think it's warm in here, even though I think I do. Just letting you know.
It's your
I'm
age, Joe.
absolutely roasting.
That makes a change
Respect.
then.
Your age.
Wood Turnings by Barry is in. Good evening, Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Brian Stapley's in.
Good evening, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Right. I can't believe this is not working.
Barry said, Brian, my
Yes.
SK114 has arrived. Just like you should get.
Did he get one today?
Yes, I think it arrived today, yes.
It's all right for these rich folk. I'm just an old pensioner.
Thanks, Michelle. Michelle says, Joe, it's a male thing. Brian is the same. Yeah, I feel like a fella, to be fair. And don't you make any comments, Beckett.
What? That's unfair.
Greg Alexander's in.
Still not fortified.
Good evening, Greg.
I think we may be on the faceplate ring, Pete.
Yeah, I think you might be.
Nigel Foster says, Brian, you have another bit, so why don't you do that one? Be a lot faster.
Because that's got a different shape coming.
It's got a different shape. It's completely a different shape.
Okay.
Jennifer, we didn't actually say anything.
But you was thinking it, Mark. You was thinking
Oh,
it.
you
That's
yeah,
it. That's it.
Oh, I know what's wrong. Hole's not playing. There we go. That'll do now. That should do it now. I hope.
Copper wood turning says drill a hole through the entire thing, then put a bolt through it.
That's what I was thinking. And then just put it in the chuck.
Larry Nixon's in. Good evening, Larry.
Oh, no, you
Well,
don't-
that was
you don't
easy,
need
wasn't
to-
it? That was nice. That was nice and easy.
I want to make stuff says anyone want an SK114 for 150 quid?
Yeah, if it's M33, I'll have it.
Cheers, Jennifer. I'm Team Joe.
Have to read
Girls
you
rule.
first.
Dan Adams has just joined. Hi,
Brian,
Dan.
Yes, mate.
have you got a hot glue gun plugged in?
Yes, mate.
Put a dab on that chuck.
Put a dab on what?
On the
On
chuck.
the chuck.
Just a little dot on each jaw. Just give you a little bit extra security. Because that screw has
Evening,
torn
Dan.
out some of its thread.
Doesn't really stick to stainless steel, though.
Well, no, but it'll hold it a bit better.
Okay.
He was
Might need an
asking,
extra- Might need an extra glue stick now, Pete.
did you drill a hole too small and bottomed out, Brian?
Yeah, that's
What?
exactly what happened. Well, when I actually let it go further down into the when I chiseled the extra bit out, it went further down. So I had to. Yeah.
So what you're saying
Add
is
a little
exactly
bit
what
then.
you warn people about doing. You just did.
Shut up, Pete. Shut up, Pete. You weren't supposed to see that.
Just
Yeah,
Well,
just
you know.
exactly that, Pete. Yeah. I warned people about that and ended
So
up.
he was showing people what not to do.
Just showing you
Ah,
how
well.
bad the wrong can go.
That was my second can, by the way, Brian.
That's good, mate. You're not the official timekeeper.
It's got to be done on the half-hour mark.
Will you go every half hour? I'll go every 15.
Sounds right.
Nigel Foster says,
Right,
Pete,
let's,
how many
let's
cans
see,
have you had
let's-
while Brian was screwing?
Let's put a face shield on.
I'm still on the first can because I had a very heavy weekend, so I'm a bit slow.
Turn the speed down on the left.
Fair enough. I'm on the sherry.
Terry's on the wine.
It's 500, so that should do me. Let me just try and flatten this bottom out a little bit.
Eventually. Got it. Have you been, Brian?
Keep your fingers behind the tool rest.
Yeah, that always helps.
Is this from
And
your
your body.
garden, Brian?
What do you say there, Joe?
Is this from your garden?
No. This is from the tree that was blown down in the storm 2 years ago.
Ah,
I think I've told the story before about the tree that split in half. Magnolia tree that split in half. It was planted
Oh,
in
Davis wood turning is
1927.
joined.
Evening,
Is
what have
there-
I missed?
what have I missed?
Well. You've missed some
Yeah,
entertainment.
Whistling, drilling.
Yeah. Brian has
Uh,
been 16 minutes attempting to get onto a woodworm screw.
I didn't
Evening
attempt to get it
hour.
on a woodworm screw, Terry. I put it on a woodworm screw.
Yeah, well, after 16 minutes. Operator error.
That's my furthest corners. Oh, my face shield's steaming up.
hot stuff.
So that just gives me a little indication where I can start cutting.
Is it a bowl that you're going to make?
You make a 3-piece goblet. That'd be
Will
good.
be a bowl, but it'll be a bit different.
This could be a three-piece.
Yeah.
Oh,
3-piece could be a 3-piece bowl, couldn't it? I'm sure it'll be fine now.
Adam, I love wood turning is in.
And basically
Good
all I'm
evening,
going to do is
Adam.
dish out the bottom of it. Make sure I've got a flat bottom on the ends here.
hi Adam.
Yeah.
And then dish out the bottom a little bit.
Adam, there is safety shoes. They're actually steel toe cap trainers.
Just check the feet. Because what I want to do is set these so the feet are here on each corner. That's good.
Okay.
I've tipped a little bit off that one, but that'll be alright. So now I'm just going to take a mean average of the centre
Benjamin's in.
and cut the edge out
Okay.
so
Ben.
so it lifts it above the
Gary Glass is in too.
so it lifts it
Evening,
up a wee
Gary.
bit off the foot.
Gary.
Just back from
Yeah.
Lanzarote.
About there, I think. Too far in there.
Everybody seems to be going on holiday.
I'll do.
Says you've just come back from one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 gets bow gauge again. I'll just kind of go in there and see where that is.
Would it be better on the different camera, do you think?
On this camera.
That cam. That's it.
Yeah, that's good.
God, I'm on fire today.
That's why you're so hot, Joe.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's why you're
probably.
on. You think it's? Do you think you've been
Well done.
eating something different, or
No.
chilies
Nope.
or something, or
I'm just
Nope.
going to
time
finish
of
this
life,
off
or
here.
what?
It could be time of life, but I'll be surprised.
Helen Jenkins come up with a question. She's new to wood turning, looking to buy a MIDI lathe. Any recommendations, please?
Cornet Herald.
Fine.
Yeah.
My first question, Helen, is which country you're in, because that changes everything.
And how much room you got?
What's
What's
your
your
budget?
budget?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stratos MIDI. KS spinner. No, is it the spinner or the twister? KS
Speed up a
twister,
little
I think
bit.
it is.
Yeah, Vic Mark 150. Adam says that's a good one.
How do you go?
Beautiful
You
whale.
can't buy the Mark 150s in this country anymore. Adam's got them all.
Wales, yeah.
Okay, then all the suggestions you've heard so far are UK lathes. If your budget's a bit lower than that, then the Record Herald makes a very nice lathe.
That's the first one I said.
Yeah.
Budget
Go on,
of about
Herald.
£1,000, she said.
It's an excellent choice. The record the Herald.
The Herald would be, I would say, for that budget, the perfect choice. It's a MIDI lathe, but it's got big lathe capabilities.
It has. It'll turn the
Brian's
40-inch bow.
asking you, Brian, what's the moisture content?
What of this?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I don't have moisture meter.
it's 2 years down, so it's going to be about 15, I suspect.
20%. 15,
Yeah, I'll
20.
say 15 or 20% probably.
Between
Yeah.
15 and 20, yeah. Looking at the shavings, it looks possibly
30.
closer to 20.
Don't you get any news in Northern Ireland? It's always wet there, so it could be.
That's true. It's probably
Really
90%.
Could be 85%, yeah.
When it was
Never
growing
stops
at
raining.
80, but it's Ireland.
It would be nice, Helen,
Richmond
if you
Wells.
Yeah.
I was up there not long ago, and so was Mark.
It would be nice, Helen, if you could go and try one before. Find somebody who's got one.
Yeah.
Have a play.
Somebody, can I hear somebody's got a television on in the background? Not me.
Yeah, that's
Not me.
Nicky Mason, I think.
Not me. I'm in the workshop.
Yeah, because she can't put it down anymore.
Did you used to get shouted at, Steve?
Yeah, shout at that. I pulled the door up
Such a
and,
delicate
the,
flower.
and the iron was hanging on the door.
Oh, well.
Oops.
Helen Jenkins, there is a wood turner in Landred, not behind the town hall. Go and speak to him, he'll tell you as well. I think, from memory, he's got a Herald in his workshop.
Oh, well. That's perfect.
And I also believe he does taster sessions. So you can go and have a go at wood turning without making an investment first.
Well, that's
I just want to clean that little edge up there just to tidy it up a little before I sand it. I'm just going to nip this little nub off now without tailstock support.
right.
No, I'm not. I better move the tail. Oh, just broke it off. That's fine. That's even better. In fact, I'll just sand it off now. It'll be fine.
And it says I've
Just
been
going to
looking at
quickly power
Coronet
sand this a
Herald.
bit.
I have inherited lots of equipment from my father, apart from the lathe. So, because then obviously there would be the tools, wouldn't there?
It's not too bad if she's got lots of equipment and tools. That's good. Let's get a lathe. That's a good start, isn't it? Blimey.
I'll just do right out to the edges with the power sander.
No, Roy, she's not watching Coronation Street. She's not watching Coronation Street.
Yeah, Helen, I can't remember his name. He's down in the workshops behind the town hall there. Go past the leather shop, keep going, there's a carpentry shop, and then there's the wood turning place.
Like
He opens at 10 in the morning.
Good evening.
I want to make stuff as said, as most of you make up 99% of my viewers, I would like to thank you all for watching and supporting my channel. Before I came across Steve and Brian's channels and this community, he didn't have any views.
Is it
So
Aston?
yeah, well done everybody. Thanks for supporting everybody.
Yeah, he's
You're
Aston.
welcome, Ashton. You're welcome, mate.
It's what the community's all about, helping each other out and supporting each other.
It is a
Michael McEwen's in.
Good evening, Michael.
Good evening.
I did say that 5 minutes ago, but nobody
Oh,
listened.
did he? Sorry.
Did you?
We weren't listening, Terry.
No.
Was Michael the one you made the thing for his wife? Terry. The listening thing.
No,
No,
That's
no.
someone else.
I don't think it
Oh,
was.
the tin
Might have
art.
been. He was
Yeah.
Michael, but not Michael McEwen. Different Michael, I think.
So if you guys have been watching Wayne the other day, when he was doing his, I think it was a wall hanging with the jaggedy edges on it. That's the sanding disc flat on the piece of work. And if I tip it over like that, I can run it to the edge now. So that it
Right.
doesn't get caught on the wings. So we're just using the very edge of the sandpaper. And if you push too hard, that's what happens. So you just have to kind of set yourself so you're just bringing it out across and you're just gliding the paper over it.
Douglas Mungan's just joined us. Hello, Douglas.
Good evening,
Good
Douglas.
evening, Douglas.
Good evening, Douglas.
And as
Jack,
it comes to
what
the end, it
distraction
does
you
get a
got
bit
to you, Mark?
bumpy, but not much you can do about that.
Do you see that, Mark?
Yes, just typing it in.
Okay. I'll shut up then.
And the same coming down this side, you tilt the bottom of the drill away so you don't catch the bottom of it. You can get right out to the edge. There we go.
There you go, Ben.
It's fine.
Brian,
So that's all the tool marks away.
Ooh,
3 minutes.
Just
early.
scan's been opened.
This is 120 grit. And all the 120 is doing is getting rid of the 80 grit marks. You shouldn't be trying to remove tool marks with 80 or 120 grit.
I don't know who you're talking about, Douglas, because my legs ain't white anymore.
Oh, God, don't get them out again.
Are they still out?
And we'll go to 240 and that's as high as we'll go.
Mark, can you put Aston's channel in?
Uh,
Gary
Yeah.
Glass was looking for it, can't find it.
Alex Widden Things is in. Good evening.
is that I want to make stuff?
yep.
Yes,
Hold on, I'll do it.
thank you.
And that should be enough sanding. Hey, I'm going to put a bit of sanding sealer on that. So is my... Or should I pick... Allow the glue to stick better.
Yeah.
Give it something to key to.
I'd
Yes,
be
I think
inclined
for-
not to. It depends on how wet
Yeah.
it is, but
It's not that wet. It's damp. It's not wet.
then I would be inclined not to worry about the sanding sealer at the moment. This is
Good
going to end
luck.
up as an oil piece anyway, isn't it? Because it's going to have.
Yeah, it's going to go oiled, yeah.
There you go. There's the link for I want to make stuff.
Why am I
Pop
unscrewing
over,
that?
everybody.
Why am I
Sorry.
Yeah, you want a glue block first, mate.
And
mate.
John Carver, yes, I had a fantastic time. Thanks.
Yeah. Got a little glue block here.
Glyn
Just an
said,
end-
Glyn
just
nice
an
said,
end-
crotch,
nice crotch,
Brian.
Brian.
What you say there, Pete?
Glyn said, nice crotch, Brian.
Yeah, gee, thanks, Glenn. So we'll load this up with glue. What we'll do is we'll put this on here, pop it on there.
Just a question: if that's damp, will that stick to it properly?
We're about to find out.
It'll stick
don't
well
you-
enough. It won't hurt me, Steve.
Brian, don't you think you should put some in the middle of that?
Yeah, I'm not about to do it yet. Mark,
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I'm just going to just draw a pencil mark on here. Just putting a little pencil mark on there. And then I can take that away. And I tend to put the glue on here.
Cool. He's nearly heavy-handed with that as he is the embellishing wax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's
glue's-
fine.
that glue's
Don't
heavy.
overdo it. You won't get it off again.
I'll get it off, don't worry. It'll come off.
Bandsaw, take it off.
Something will take it off. I don't know what, but something will.
Don't we go around the outside as well?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Give me a minute.
Meths is actually good for removing hot glue.
Well, let's try
and you
go
can
over
use
it
the new
again.
hot air gun as well.
That's only one
So now
stick
we have
he's
to
used.
kind of wait till that goes off now. A bit.
Yeah, just
How
give
long
it a
does
minute or
that
two.
take?
Not long.
Couple minutes.
25 glue sticks later.
That's only a half a glue stick. Stop it.
For a Scotsman, you ain't half extravagant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind spending a bit on glue, like. Just try and make sure it doesn't come off.
Takes about 16 minutes to dry, doesn't it?
Glue, embellishing
blow on it.
wax, safety cloths.
So like you
24
do for
hours, I
children,
reckon.
I'll blow on it for you.
When you can stick your fingernail in there without screaming because it's hot, then
It'll be setting
gonna
up, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Aye, very good, Pete. So in the meantime, feel free to ask these gentlemen questions, any questions that you want. They have a fountain of knowledge, particularly
Why
Terry.
didn't you just?
Terry
Why
the
didn't you?
badge.
Why didn't you just put a mortise in it?
Grandma
Because of
Ruth too
fancies.
thin. Hi, Grandma
Because I
Ruth.
fancy doing it like this,
Ruth.
Terry,
Hi, Ruth.
just for a change.
Hello, Grandma Ruth.
I do
He
mortise all
tells
the
us
time.
that Terry falls asleep most days with his mouth open catching flies.
Look at her.
I'll tell you what, Dave, while I'm waiting for that, I'll stand these
I
in.
could show you some pictures of somebody else doing that.
I'll just sand this end here.
At least I don't fall asleep on camera, do I, Joe?
Oh,
Yeah, last time
Oh.
you haven't fallen asleep,
How
remember,
come
it's
mine
live yet.
is-
I think I'll go 80 grit for that.
Once I did it.
Never to be forgotten.
Once
No,
a
it won't be
joke. Oh,
forgotten.
Well, no.
Oh,
Once that everybody knows, not the other times we know.
Glenn's
Most
asking,
people do know.
when's your next live, Pete? At least they're entertaining. Well,
September 2032, I think the next one is.
Which is probably the week after next because I'm on holiday.
Ah,
What?
Sorry about that.
You're on holiday again?
Yeah. Give you the exact day if you want. Hang on, just look at my calendar.
Well, you're only down the road
Six.
from me, Terry. You can come down and use my workshop and do it live from my workshop if you wanted to do it.
Where am I?
6th of June.
Hang on.
poor old boy can't stand up.
The
No,
old
Yes.
boy.
6th of June.
Calling you an old boy. It's when I come
6th
back
of
from
June.
Isle of Man.
6th of June?
If I hear any stories about you being at the pub, mister,
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Thank you, Pete.
You're not going to cut, though. I mean,
You might have to
Probably
do next week
Master
as well if I
Level,
can't
yeah.
stand. If I can stand up. Depends on my.
Larry Nixon's asking if you could show us the goblet that's on the workbench behind you.
Probably can't hear us yet.
And Jennifer says, Mr. Bray, stop picking on my Joe as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, Baileys.
Larry Nixon says, show us the martinis glass on the workbench, please.
I just said that.
No, Brian's
Well,
not
no,
listening.
listen.
Brian
Doesn't
can't hear you with the
hear.
drill going.
I can't hear for the drill going. What's up?
Martini
Sure.
glass,
Show us the goblet on the workbench.
goblet,
The goblet?
Paul
Which
Finley's
Finley's
goblet?
behind
just
you.
turned up. Hi, Paul.
Good evening, Paul.
What
behind the
goblet?
cup, behind your cup.
The one next to the vase.
Behind
Oh,
your
you
cup.
mean the one that went wrong?
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever it did.
I'll show you now if you want. Yeah, hold on.
Paul Finley's in. Oh, Paul.
You said
I
that.
swear to God. Seriously.
This
Yeah,
was
Did it on
this was
purpose,
a
Mark,
little
'cause you just
experiment. I'll
did it
show you
after
now.
me, so duh.
You mean this goblet?
Got me own back.
Yes.
This one here.
What went wrong with it?
Hmm. You tell me.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
Everything.
Well, when I lacquered it, even after sanding, sealing the red on here, it ran down the sides.
You
Right.
mean you put too much lacquer on it?
Yeah.
Possibly. But I mean, the blade, all the colour bled through and it just ran down the side. So I threw it in the bin. Well, I didn't throw it in the bin, I threw it in the corner. But I thought it was a nice little shape, you know.
I wouldn't put that on display, Brian.
Gold leaf. No, well, sure, I just left it sitting there. It's just sitting there.
To
Who cares?
remind him not
Who cares
to.
what you would do, Terry?
So I'm going to be scanning Facebook, looking for anything that Stephen would do puts up in the next week or two. See
Copy
if I
it.
can find an idea of what to do when Terry's away on holiday again.
All right.
You ought to watch that fella. Where he's always away on holiday.
So I'm just doing this to take the saw marks off this. It doesn't need to be really smooth. Just has to look like it was kind of sort of natural, if you like. If a tree being cut can be anyone like natural.
82
Stick your
people
fingernail in
in.
that glue now, Brian, see if it makes you scream or not.
I don't really want one of Richard's big chainsaw marks on it.
That gives it enhanced quality.
Take that little sharp edge off of there. Just in case I hurt my finger. Just do that by hand. And there also. Turn it over and do that last one.
Stephen said he's going to charge me for pinching his designs.
I don't blame him either.
Right, that's kind of set now. It's done in white. Kind of set.
Good.
Let's see, can we get that off of there?
But before you do that, just run a tool around it, yes, to make sure it's square.
Just round the.
Round the chop point.
And tenon.
Yes, Pete.
You've got 82 people watching you, Brian.
What? Oh, geez, thanks, guys. That's impressive. 82 people watching. Thank you all.
So don't cock
Appreciate
it
that.
up.
Well, if you cock it up, you cock it up. That's why they're here to see it being cocked up. So I'll just use the bevel on there just to see what it's like. Actually, pretty good. But we'll take a tiny little, tiny
woodworks
slither
is
off
in.
it just to.
Make sure.
I suppose I will go back over and put my thumb up on the YouTube.
Do we have to?
If I can hold it.
No.
There we go.
don't.
Well, it hasn't
Now
thrown
we've
off
got
yet.
the bevel engaged. We can just run that right on into the edge. And that should be
Hang
fine.
on.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Just squares it
EMGI
out just in case
Woodworks
there's
is
any
in.
mismatch.
Good evening.
Thanks, Pete. Take that off. See, can we unscrew this now? Probably not get this off because of the glue on the chuck now. Yes, we will.
That'll be all right. Like I say, it doesn't really stick the stainless, but it does just give it that little bit extra security.
Just a little bit of hold, eh? Now I have to get rid of all that. Oh, I can turn that off. I'll be alright. Handy that chuck buddy, chuck key holder thing, just sitting right there. Put that back in its little bag before it gets lost.
So I don't have one of those because SK114 chuck keys, they just vanish into nowhere and reappear when you need them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just wonderful. Now,
Yeah, Nigel suggested to move the elbow stabber.
yeah,
Yeah.
I might be needing the elbow stabber just for a minute or two. I'll just pop the elbow stabber back in there again just for a second or two. Into the second. Because what we want to do first is set the rim of the bowl, the dish. I want to leave natural all the way around if I can. So we're going to have to come in from about here somewhere. About here.
Yeah, mark on the tool must be useful.
Yeah, I'm just trying to judge it with the. So that's okay there. That's probably about right there. Put that there. Grab a Sharpie. And I put a mark just about where my finger is now. Just try that. Maybe I have to come in just a little bit there.
I should rub the other marks off, and Bryce, so you know it's.
It's all right, I will now, Terry. Calm yourself.
Stephen said he'd have some more designs up by the weekend, but he's waiting for the check.
Yeah.
Well
You've
done,
a
Steve.
long wait, Stephen.
Nice one.
I think it's in the post, but I can't remember for certain.
Stephen will be doing live soon, won't you, Stephen?
Right, so we'll just take this, take a little edge off of this now, set a boundary. And I'm standing well out the fire line just in case this lets loose.
I would mark that with a parting tool.
You could do that. There. I'm kind of on the end of the wing of the tool rest, so it wants to push the edge of the tool rest across.
Just of interest, what speed are you getting out of that?
Trust the glue, Brian. It'd be easier if you get rid of that tool rest. That's
Yep.
Tailstock.
It will be just in a second, but I'm just using it there for a wee bit of support
Yeah.
for it.
Have confidence. Get rid of it.
I'll get it now in a second. Try to get rid of the worst of the banging and clunking there. Let's be brave and go for it then.
Yeah,
Take the stabber out of the way.
it'll be fine.
Well, the elbow stabber is being removed
Yeah,
as
you're
we
gonna
speak,
catch
Terry.
yours.
Winding like a mad thing. Definitely needs electric power, this thing. And the elbow stabber was gone.
It could be Stephen. Just get the camera set up and go. We'll all be there.
Drop that tool rest half a mil. I'll let me get in there. Bring that stop switch over to there so they can see it.
Of course.
I want to go straight in there.
Stephen might be able to cover for you on the 6th of June, Terry.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
Actually. Next week, I don't mind.
Yeah, Barry, there were loads of olive trees everywhere we went. Didn't bring it back, I'm afraid.
Such a shame, isn't it?
I'm hoping that's the tool rest that was moving. It's either that or it's a piece of wood that's moving.
I'll be gone by now if it was the wood.
The amount of glue you put on there.
Yeah, you can turn that full speed. I ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, we're currently only something at 500 revs, so.
Yeah, Ben, I wish.
Ben said, you'll make plenty of money when you start YouTube, Stephen. Ask me to sponsor most of the guys on here and get free SK114s. Not
Don't
sure
forget,
why
as you
they're
get
not
near the
sponsoring
middle,
Brian.
the thing is not going any slower, but the miles per hour are much, much slower. Over the cutting edge.
Ian Cook suggesting, would you not be better with more revs?
You
It's out
can't
of
get the
balance
revs up
with-
because they're out of balance, isn't it?
Ah, right. You maybe not thought of that.
Yeah, nice try, Douglas. They do full body scans.
You could have always told him you had a wooden leg, Mark.
I set the bloody scanners off as it was with me. Artificial knee.
Ruth almost got strip search the other day when we went in. Beep, 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 beep. My new knee. They'd go all over with this machine and then they going over the knee. Beep, beep, beep. She said, look, it's my knee.
Ash at Katie Shed has joined us. Good evening, Ash.
Hey, Ash.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about now is how close to the bottom am I?
Yeah.
Well, if you can
Yeah,
see the
not an
glue,
easy
you're
one to look
there.
at.
You can see the glue.
Yeah,
See the glue blind, Brian, you're there. I
Yeah.
wouldn't trust the block.
Stop when you see the white stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Ours of Wooden Things is asking a question. He wants to display shell case and needs some brass coloured paint. Any suggestions?
Brass coloured.
Right.
Brass paint.
You can buy antique brass paint for touching up all antique brass, like Gild Cream. But I'm not sure where you get it from. I bought some years ago to repair a fancy wall light I had to repair, but I'm not sure where I got it from. But Google it, mate. That's the best way.
Lewis has finished his tilling.
Oh, good man, Lewis.
I actually picked some up from the range. It's an art studio range, and they had copper and brass there. I don't know what it's like. I haven't used it yet. But it's only a couple of quid.
So it didn't work, you can throw it away, really. It's not that
That's
much
it.
of a loss, is it?
I don't really want to go any deeper in the middle here. So I'm just going to bring that out across the edge.
Douglas Mungham wants to know if there's a hole in the middle. Not yet.
No.
Douglas.
Not yet, but there might be in a,
good time.
this could be 2 in 2 days. It kind of looks like
Fall
there's a
on the
hole in the
sleep,
middle
Joe.
currently, but I don't think there is.
Still with us, Joe? Or have you fallen asleep?
I'm still with you.
I've
Don't
just
you
heard you for a
worry.
while. It's unusual not to
No,
hear you.
She's just hot.
Oh, it's
I am hot. I'm very hot.
having the vapes. Get one of those fans. You know, those what's it called? Mobile air conditioning units. They're pretty good.
Really.
I'm going to
Yeah, I
check it
might
out.
have to invest in something like that.
That's all the cutting done, I think, guys.
I was thinking of it.
Maybe we'll go have to try and sand that.
Benjamin says, wouldn't it be horrendous if the piece came flying off and took out Maurice? Just horrendous. Doesn't worth thinking about. Horrendous.
That's absolutely shocking. I can't believe you even said that. Oh,
Notice he's moved Morris back look, to the back of the headstock.
I think it's going to be all right. We'll just do up to the edge and then we'll finish the edges off. Kind of by hand if you like, or not under power.
Using grit tonight, Brian, so Joe can sing.
If you want to put your fingers in there to try and do grit, Terry, double cross and you can have a go.
I'm asking for a friend. Douglas said. Douglas just said, "There we no singing tonight."
Yeah, but I did sing 3 times at lunchtime.
Ah, that's what it was then.
Yeah, you were all spoiled today.
Yeah, Pete looked
Well,
after me.
that's true. Oh, and I don't like it. Right, that's fine.
I
Oh,
never said you
That's
didn't.
fine. That's fine.
I never
have
said
that.
you didn't.
So I'll just do a little bit in
Blimey,
here.
yeah.
Just a little bit of sanding in there. Just take the any little tool mark there is in there. There isn't very many. Just a little bounce in there, so that's okay. Same there. And the same up there.
Cheers, Douglas. Glad I missed that, Joe.
You mean you're not going to watch my live, Douglas? Well, you know.
not
It's
now.
alright,
He knows
isn't it?
his sweet
Yeah,
singing
but the
time.
beauty of watching it back, you don't have to listen.
Or you can
Yeah, you
fast
can
forward
wind it
through it.
forward. Yeah,
That's actually very
you're
nice.
in control.
The good thing about that, there's a 240, that's 400, that's no good. You don't want that. 240, that'll do.
Good
Give
turning
them
by
little
Barry says the
winglets
list
a
is
little bit
longer.
of a... How we doing for time, guys?
That's 52. It's about 8:52, Brian.
2 cans about to go the third.
Ooh. How many have you got?
4.
4. Ooh.
And another 20 in the house. Plenty of time.
Yeah, Pete went shopping today.
I'll
Take that out before he switched the lathe back on again. Just do the middle now.
See that creep Bartlett's in again. Like, oh, singing was lovely, Joe. Singing was lovely, Douglas.
Paul
You're a warrior,
Cavanagh's
mate,
in.
Barry.
Good
Hello,
evening.
Paul.
He says sorry he's late.
Oh, cool. Lewis, that's not a good idea. Joe should put out a video of Grit song. That's not a good idea.
No.
You've already got a video of me singing it.
Yeah, I know.
Ward
Big
Wilson's asking,
confiscated.
is that extractor running?
Yep.
I can't remember you saying Alexa extractor on.
No, because I took the legs off it and I put it back in a switch.
Ah,
Alexa won't listen to him.
Yeah, she's taking any notice, just like Michelle.
It's the old
Yeah.
Scottish voice, you know.
If that green was blue, it looked like a pair of ripped jeans.
With the backside out of it. With the
I thought
backside
that
out
way
of
it
it.
looks like a heart. That's terrible, Steve.
Well, it is artward turning.
It is a crutch piece. I hope it's after 9 o'clock. Oh, it's not. Oh, no.
That's not where Lewis lives.
Close enough.
I'll tell you guys.
It's after 9 o'clock somewhere.
I'm actually quite pleased with that. Am I oil in this? I think I am, actually. Let me just give it a quick blow down with the old Sporting Life.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I finish it. I'll probably brass wire brush the bark just to clean it a bit.
You think?
Go for oil.
I quite like the colour of it.
Yeah, I do like the colour of that.
Yeah, just clean it without taking too much off of it. The oil on top of moss is quite nice, actually.
There's no moss on that, guys. That's the colour of the bark.
That's the colour of the bark, is it?
Yep. It's not mossy.
Benjamin's being kind. Someone should do a compilation of all Joe's singing and sell it to the military.
Not that kind.
We used to have a thing that when I first came to do crowd control and things, we used to have a thing on a Land Rover called a screamer. And basically, it was just a huge big speaker. I don't know how many watts that thing put out. But if you didn't have ear defenders on, you couldn't stand the noise.
Really?
Yep.
Baz from Real Simple Things has just joined us. Hello, Baz.
Hi, Baz. How you
Same
doing?
as
Brian,
Hi, Baz.
Yes, mate. Oh, there he goes.
That's your second timer.
That's okay. I'm not in a fuss now because we're done nearly. So
kind of there,
I'm
yeah.
just going to rub this edge here to take the sharp edge off it. And here. You know me, I don't really like sharp edges on timber.
Ian Cook's asking what compressor do you recommend because his is so loud. Mine's a bit loud as well, Ian. I'll turn
I
mine
think
on.
Mark's got the answer to that one.
Mark
Mark has the answer to that,
Mark
right.
has
Mark
the-
has an almost silent compressor.
But you can't. They're not sold anymore, are they, Mark? Because we looked the other day.
Are they not?
No, they've been discontinued now. They do
Oh.
a different model.
Oh, what a shame.
I did watch a video the other day of Martin Saban-Smith telling us about his
Oh, that's right.
vacuum chuck, and he was kneeling next to his compressor when it went off. It made him jump because he didn't expect it to come on, but it was very, very quiet. So
It was.
that might be
That was,
worth
yeah.
going.
Go and have a look at that video. Mark
Just
Saban
try and
Smith's channel.
trying to
What do I do with that
remember
brush?
what the make of the compressor was.
So Baz has
Gee.
asked a question. What do you use to remove excess embellishing wax? Brian knows this one down to heart. This one.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Brian's good at that.
Methylated
you know what?
spirits, mate.
You know what I used to remove it?
Gouge.
What are those?
The answer is not to put excess embarrassing wax on in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
don't-
will bring off, mate.
Yeah. Put it on sparingly. Don't do what I did. Put
And
it-
Hugh said I've got plenty of time for the other two cans because Brian's got to take the glue block off yet.
I put it on
Yeah.
like I was buttering toast. And it didn't work very well. Brian, how is Brian getting that glue block off? Come and think of that.
Mm.
Well, here we are.
Well,
We
I
do
would,
like Lewis did it the other day. He just prized it off.
Yeah,
With
I
the
would go with
chisel
price
behind
that
it.
first.
Behind it.
Sharp
Danish
chisel.
oil, is that what we think? Danish oil?
Yeah,
We think a little bit of Danish oil. Where is my...
If all else fails, you could turn it off. You know, turn it around and push play or whatever.
pressure
Middle.
plate from
yeah.
Middle.
I'll do something. We'll figure it out in a minute. One thing at a time.
RPM Woodworks is in.
I need a brush for oil.
Good evening.
This one will do.
High RPM.
This one will do. I'll just unscrew the lid of this
Meths.
oil.
Dave Oldie says meths on the glue and get it off.
So let's have a look at this. Just whack some on there. That's actually enhancing that green again. It's lovely. The other crutch piece that I've got, I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to finish it completely different.
How's it going to be similar?
Lewis was thinking it would look. He was thinking it might look nice if you it turned just left a 3/8 of an inch bark rim, turned off the flats, and then he had doubts and said, "But I don't think that would work." So
I couldn't get it. I couldn't get that. That wouldn't come off the other list.
no, turn the flats off, make it wider and wider and wider.
Yeah, I just
So you
keep
make
going.
it- Yeah, that's it there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it does. I think I quite like it.
I think it's
You're
quite
looking-
right. But I think you need
Nice.
a smaller bowl to do that.
I think you're looking.
Is
at
it
the
going to
wrong
dry
way.
green?
I hope so.
Should do.
So RPM Woodworks has joined. Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
chap.
evening.
Oh, yeah, another one fell asleep.
Yeah, and I said that a minute ago.
Oh,
2
did
minutes.
you? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
I couldn't hear you
tell you
because I
what,
was burning
The
up.
television in the background is what it
burning
is.
up.
Couldn't hear you
Yeah.
burning
I
up.
hate you for the TV, yeah.
Is Mark still with us?
I'm still here.
Of course he
Yes,
is.
huh?
We're all here.
Well,
We can't get a word in edgeways with you. That's the trouble.
That's terrible. There's no reason for that. I did warn you guys about not abusing Joe tonight.
no, it's all
Hey,
right. He'll
excuse
keep.
me, I've done nothing.
It'll keep.
He'll keep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you've been thinking it.
Can't blame
That-
me for what I think.
That brave fella. He'll
Well,
keep.
that's true. Yeah. He'll keep.
You love me, really.
Right. Just get
Huh?
that minute or two to soak in a little bit, and then we'll dab it off with a piece of towel. We'll dab off the excess, and we'll give it the same treatment over a couple of days and see how it works.
Lewis is offering
is asked-
people black flies if they want them.
Don't think so.
Like you mean digestion.
Do they bite, Lewis, as well? Are they the midges, the biting ones?
John Scarborough's got to go. See you later, John.
All right, John.
Yes, John.
Bye, John.
Thanks for coming.
Hi, John. This is just a simple little project to try this and try the two holding.
Danish oil, is it?
That's Danish oil, yeah. So
I should
that'll dry.
wipe it off afterwards, Brian.
That's what I'm going to do. It's just
Yeah,
said that, Terry.
Yeah, it is
Just
like
go leave
that.
it there for a minute or two, and then we'll give it a wipe, a dab off with a piece of kitchen towel, just to wipe off any excess, and then we'll repeat the process over a couple of days, and it should become nice and shiny then. That's what I said.
Douglas Mungham's asking, Mark, would you go back to where you went on holiday? No, they won't let him back, Douglas. They've seen him once. That's enough.
Absolutely.
He would love to go back, but he's banned. No, he's not really. That's not fair.
I'd go back tomorrow. If I could.
That's what holidays are about, though, isn't it? You know.
That's the one, Brian Stapley.
Always
the
best to
Hyundai-
leave a
the
holiday
Hyundai
while you
50
still
litre.
want to be there.
Yep.
Yep.
I've been some places I don't want to go back to.
Yeah, that was the compressor,
have I.
Brian. That was in Martin's thing, the Hyundai 50 litre wood compressor.
You found
Perfect.
it, did you?
And it is really quiet.
There we go. That's that rubbed off. Just give it a quick blow with the air. Going
You can
again.
always put your compressor in a box if you don't want to keep
Well, my compressor's outside. It's in through that wall. This wall. On the other side of the lathe. So a 4-inch concrete block wall. There we go. Now, how do we get this off? We could turn a little bit of the glue around the outside off, couldn't we?
Yeah, we can take the outside glue off and possibly even a little bit of the
Bearing in mind that might be the only bit holding it on.
Large-
It could fly then.
large dollops of glue that you put on the inside might be able to be turned off. I would undercut it just enough to get a screwdriver or something underneath.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to use a spindle gauge to just enough as take the glue off there and then undercut that at all so I can get a chisel under it.
Nigel Foster has to go. Bye, Nigel. Thanks for
What
coming
I'll do is I'll bring this
Right,
up again
Nigel.
and I'll put that in.
Stephen the Wood Dude's just got back.
And I'll have a little block somewhere, if I can find it. This little block with a bit of bar on it, and I'll put a bit of tissue underneath it as well. Like so. And that'll give it a little bit of.
Susie's
Pressure
asked,
towards
could
it,
you change to the overhead camera, please?
Yep, just hold on, I'm going to try and get you a decent picture now of this process. So that's the overhead view, which you can't really see much either, or we can use that view there.
Go with that one.
Okay, yeah, go with that one.
Yeah, nice.
Dave Otis saying, have you
about
got
that.
a wide paint scraper in the workshop?
No, I don't actually. So the
Something
problem with
else
that
you gotta buy
camera is
then.
so that camera's kind of just in my way, so I'm just
Yeah.
But never mind, we'll give it a go. See what happens. Good thing, and the glue is not hard to get rid of.
But it can bring back flashbacks of turning resin, of course.
Just gotta catch it early then.
That should be enough of an undercut there to allow me to
Right on.
Lewis has just put the link in for his premiere
to
tonight.
price that off.
Cool. That'll be 10:30 UK time. I'm guessing. Usually is.
Could I just do that from there? Let's find out. Take that
Give it
away.
a waft over. Give it a waft over with a hairdryer.
No chance.
Yeah, you ain't knocking that off, Brian. Not in a month of Sundays, buddy.
Not really amount of glue you put in there, no.
And I wouldn't use a chisel because you will take the bottom of the wood off.
Yeah, we'll see in a month.
Dave says spray some mess on it, Brian, before you
Yeah.
try getting it off.
That's a good idea.
I can do that usually. I've got loads of mess.
Just loosen it, maybe.
It's usually isopropyl alcohol they use,
Mm-hmm.
which
That's
is a
a
bit
mouthful.
stronger. It's a bit stronger than.
Bit of acetone, isn't it?
Just let that sit a second or two and see what happens.
It's going to take a little bit of force.
Yeah.
I would go
Sure.
with a screwdriver if you've got one and just tap it in.
Well, just
Or
hold on a
flat
second.
chisel. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that was very satisfying.
Was a bit to tell you though.
Might a
Oh, that's-
little bit of sanding on the bottom just to clean that off,
Yep.
and that'd be fine.
We'll just do that now.
Change camera, buddy.
Go back to that. Move that camera out of my way again. And that glue block is still saying I'll scrape that glue off. Actually, the actual glue has separated.
Oh,
You can turn
It's
that
still
off,
stuck
can
to
you?
the glue block. Yeah, just turn
Turn that
it
off.
off. Yeah. And that
It's good
is
stuff.
still
I mean, it didn't budge whilst you were turning it, which is what you want.
not one bit.
But
So
it's not too difficult to get apart.
there is a little bit of glue still stuck on that.
Yeah, like I said, a little bit
Quite
of sanding
surprising.
on that, or sort
Quite
that out.
surprising.
Stand that out, yeah. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
something entirely different.
Just have a quick.
Oh, just get hot and make a mess.
Yeah, I'm never going to sand it off with that though. That's 240 grit.
That won't work.
Yeah. No.
Try a little bit 80 grit. See will that work?
Radar's got
Radar.
an anniversary. Happy anniversary, Radar.
Happy anniversary, Radar.
Right?
Sorry, she's going to give you a wallop when you get in for being late.
No idea why YouTube held that in review.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, it
This is
does some real funny things sometimes, doesn't it?
Royce the Boy said one side looks like a heart, and they used the heart emoji, and YouTube held it in review.
It did, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, you already done something
did you
with
do
it,
it?
Mark. Yeah. Yours beat me to it.
Oh yeah.
He's paying attention, Joe.
No, he's younger than me.
All right.
That was everyone. I mean, only by a bit.
Steady. Steady.
You play a bit.
I wouldn't call 10 years a bit.
10 years younger
Oh,
than
well
me.
done, Steve.
She's only 2
Cracker.
years older than me, Steve.
No messing
but
there,
it's-
Steve. Eh?
Tell you what, it ain't just Joe you got to worry about. Jennifer's on the warpath now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be hunted by the Baileys girls.
These girls.
That's
Oh,
actually
yeah, I
coming
love
off there quite
Baileys.
successfully, guys, so that's all right. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. I'll do this later.
Just need to see it on a flat board so we can see what you're aiming at.
There we go. So that will come off all right. The glue has stained the wood a little bit, so what I might do is I might stain the bottom of it a different colour. And we'll see this now. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just
You
get
could
rid of
flock
this
it.
chuck. Could what, Steve?
Flock it.
Flock it, yeah.
And a bit
Enjoy
of
life,
baize on it.
Richard.
Green baize.
I could
Green Baileys.
put a bit of green baize on it, yeah. Do a last on, put a bit of green baize on it. You say that's acceptable?
I actually have a bowl in the house at the moment, which I think it was made in the 1930s. And it had been used as a plant pot stand, so it was black and manky when I got hold of it. And I've tried to keep it as exact as it was, but I've taken a millimetre off the edge of it just to get back to the wood. But that had green base, and then on the base of it, the foot is an actual old Extraordinaire board. This is what I dated it with. The solitaire you play with the marbles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got to make his name on it, so I could actually sort of look it up.
So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to successfully see this. I'm going to show this from a different camera angle. So that's what it looks like from above.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if I can do that, no, that's not good. We'll do that one and drop that camera down a bit. Can you see the
Got a
effect?
light you
we're
can
trying
stick
to-
behind it.
You see, I don't think you'll see the light underneath it, but what I want to do is bring this camera in here. And I'll just drop that down all the way down. Because what I wanted to try and get is the view from down here. If it was sitting on a shelf, something like that, I think. Try that view. There. You can see that it sits on kind of feet, and there is a gap underneath. There's a gap all the way underneath it.
Yeah.
And that will just come back out there again. So it actually sits on the feet on the corners, and it looks like almost looks like it's floating on the, particularly at that side. It looks like it's floating. That was the idea. And we want to try and get this nice heart shape in the middle. There you are.
Spot on.
We got the arch shape as well.
Ah,
There
I
it
like
guys.
romance.
I'm a romantic old soul. Don't tell Michelle.
Yeah. She may disagree with that.
Let's
is.
bring
She's
you
going
guys-
to say where, when, why.
Yeah, when was this?
And with whom?
Oh, I remember once in 1985, yeah. Let's bring you guys back in again.
Looks good. A booster seat for Terry.
Yeah, so
It's
my
a bit
small little
bum-shaped,
bottom
yeah,
will fit in there lovely, wouldn't it?
It's a bit bum-shaped. Yeah, I could use that on my tractor.
I was going to say you could because you're always complaining the tractor's not very good. Let's see.
Like a tractor seat. So there you go. That's that little project for this evening. Just thought we'd try
Excellent.
something different.
Nice.
I don't know if it works or
Yeah.
not. Got a nice natural edge on it. Nice little heart
Refreshing.
shape. It kind of floats off the ground. All the design elements that I was looking for, I have achieved. But I see what you mean, Lewis, about trying to get. If Lewis was thinking about trying to, we just
Yeah.
try that circle.
He's thinking about taking the flats off, taking it flat.
Yeah,
across the
just
top, so-
if I put that back in the middle there, it would.
You could have ended up with a ring of bark, but you would have had to.
7
Had to be
inch comes to
smaller.
there,
Mm.
and that's 8 inches there. You wouldn't have got away with it, actually. It wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Well, you
You,
might
would-
just-
you would not. You would not have got your heart shape to do what that.
No,
required.
you wouldn't. No. So that's
Getting
it.
lots of nice
There we
comments,
go.
Brian.
But it worked. It worked.
There we go. It worked.
Hmm.
Oh, I'll go to this camera. So there's there, little heart shape, and the bottom's kind of flat-ish, slight dish in it, so that it looks like it's sitting up in the air. And we're good to go.
The Heartwood Crotch from the Heartwood Studios.
I just need
There
to
you
show
are.
this one more time. I've reprogrammed my Alexa following Brian's example.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Go on ahead.
I've reprogrammed my Alexa, and all I've got to do now is say, Alexa, extractor on. There you go.
Yeah, look at that.
Ah,
Perfect.
Super tidy workshop. What are you like, Pete? Well, I nearly removed myself then. Let's go to there. Oh, that's the
Andy. Andy's just come. Hello, Andy.
Andy
Goodbye.
Woodward Learner's joined. No, you didn't miss anything,
one.
Andy. It's just
No, you
about to
didn't miss
start.
anything, Andy. We're just finished.
We're just
Okay,
talking about
okay.
Right, start
practices.
Okay,
You
start
didn't
again,
miss
Andy. We've got,
We
we've got
missed you.
another one.
Have you noticed that nobody missed him, though?
Shock.
sorry.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, there's absolutely no call for that.
Get me on back now, Andy. See.
Right, we're done. 9:15. That's very good. That was quite
Excellent,
quite
Brian. Very good
reasonable
indeed.
bit of time, even if we had a bit of a messing about in the beginning with the woodworm screw. Lesson learned there. I'll not do that again. Make sure it fits before you start.
And the lesson is drill the hole deep enough.
Well, drill the hole deep enough. Aye.
Yep.
Particularly if you have to modify it in the process.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful little. I need to show you this. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just in here. There's little sort of compression marks where this branch has obviously tried to go that way. And it's squeezed the timber in here. Really nice that. Actually all starting, you can't really see it. But so, thanks very much for coming in and watching this old idiot have a little bit of a turn. I enjoyed that. It was good fun. Thanks to Terry
Welcome.
and Pete. Pete's idea.
Here's
by the way.
everyone. Thanks for coming in.
Pete and I had a discussion about this earlier, and Pete and I came up with the idea, his idea mostly, but I've kind of modified it a wee bit. Mark for his assistance as well. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
Steve,
For just
for
being there.
just being an all-round general good guy and supplying the Chuck Buddy stuff for me. Thank you, Steve. And Joe, on this occasion, not for singing, but just for being there, Joe. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So it's good night from me, guys, and it's good night from me.
Good
Hi,
night.
Good night, everybody.
Night,
Have a good
everybody.
week.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, I better
See you
get the
soon.
button to press.
Night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.